Hey everyone, and welcome to the SolidWorks Gearbox tutorial in which we will model the output gear for the gearbox. So let's begin. Open a new assembly file and then cross this window which automatically gets appear. After that, select this design library. If you have not enabled it, then you can select this option, go to adds in and make sure to enable this SolidWorks Toolbox library from here and then click OK button. After that, you need to go into ISO. So find ISO from here, go into that, go into power transmission, then go to gears and then drag the helical gear from here like this. Okay, after that automatically this left bar will get appear. You have to select the module as 4. Then you need to select the number of tooth, which is 46 in our case. Then you need to select the direction as right. So select the right hand direction for the helix. As you can see it from here, it has been updated. Keep the helix angle as 17, pressure angle as 20, then face width is 40 millimeters. As soon as you will select it, it will automatically get updated after some time. After that, specify the nominal shaft diameter as 50. So select 50 from here, it will automatically get updated as you can see it from here. Then select the keyway, the option number 1. It will get appear over here like this as you can see it from here. Then you can check the box. As soon as you check the box, automatically another gear will get appear, which I will cross because I want only one gear. So now you have to go to file, click on save as, select this first option, and then in the folder where you are saving the gearbox parts, save it as the SolidWorks part file, not the assembly file but the part file, and you can name it as gear, and then you can save it. I will cross this, I'm not gonna save this one. Then this is the folder where I have saved this, not assembly but the SolidWorks part file. You have to select no for the recognition. Okay, so this is our gear. We need to modify it a little bit. So select this face and click on sketch. You have to select the circle and hover over this circular edge. You will find the center point by hovering over. Then you have to create a circle at the origin. Specify the diameter of this circle, which is 130. Then make it as construction geometry like this, which means that this is now the center line. After that, select the center line and create a center line like this and another one like this. Then select smart dimensioning tool and specify the angle between these two lines as 30 degree. After that, you need to select the circle and create a circle here. Then you need to specify the diameter of this circle, which is 14.5 millimeters. After that, you need to drop down this menu and select circular pattern. In the first window, you need to select this midpoint, and in entities to pattern this window, you need to select the circle. And since we want 6 circles, so I will specify 6 from here and then check the box. Then I will select the extruded cut and I will specify here through all and then check the box because I want to cut 6 holes like this. Okay, now this is completed, so I will turn on the real view graphics. So if you have the real view graphics, you can turn that on. It's an optional thing. Then you have to go to file and click on the save button to save this part. And that's all for this video guys. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.